All right, Shalom. Giving all praises, glory, and honors unto Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakah, double honors to the apostles, elder bishops, a great millstone. Peace and blessings to the 144,000 rest of the hopeful elect out there. This is your brother, the priest of Zion, Virginia, Miss Atlanta. Back with another edifying video. And more of these celebrities and influencers, public figures and different people and people in general are coming to the realization that eventually there will be a micro C-hip implant given to the people, which is the Motb, mark of the beast, which is a fulfillment of Bible prophecy, specifically Revelation 13 and 16 on down. And this video was sent to me, okay? And this is from Kev on stage. He's a comedian. And I think a little bit of it played. It was a post that he made, right? This is 22 hours ago. As he says here, I can't do the palm payment, Motb. Okay, and you see it written out here. Yeah, a lot of people are waking up. A lot of people are waking up. A lot of people. Now, I believe he's a Christian. He is a Christian, right? But you have a lot of these Christians out here that know that the Motb is the micro C-hip, right? Now, when you watch this video, all right, as you can see here, it says Amazon One, pay, enter, identify, and then he mentions about paying with your palm scanning your hand. And he's, I'm not going to play it. All right. He's a public figure, so you can just go on his Instagram page and you can watch the video. Okay. It's a short video and you can watch it. And pretty much what he says is, this is the Motb, this is the technology, right? He said this is the mark, and then he went down and he said, "See, they want me to scan my hand or scan my palm," and he said, "No, that's the." He said that's the mark. Now the Amazon One palm scanner, that is not the Motb, all right? It isn't the mark. It's just another biometric payment system. But when you get toward the end of the video, he says. He says that he knows about the C-hip. He says they're not going to put it inside me. Okay, so this guy knows what's up. Okay. He said that of course he mentioned Jesus, but he said I pray that I don't get it, and that they don't put it inside me. I don't want to take it. I don't want them to put the C-hip inside of me. Okay, so even some of these Christians and these like I said, influencers and celebrities and different public figures, right? They know, just out there in the world, in the wild, they know that the Motb is the implant, right? The micro C-hip, and that this is another step closer to that technology coming to pass. Okay. Now, you know what? Let me see if I can play this and I can pause it. If not, I'm sorry, not pause it, but mute it. Okay, so this is fair use. Okay. I'm not making any money off of Kevin on Stage's content, but, I did want to share it. All right. So let's see if I can play it without the the audio. Okay. So there you see it there. See, you see it there. Follow on-screen sign-up instructions. Hover your palm wherever you see Amazon One. And when he's mentioning this particular point, he mentions about it being the Motb, or it being a part of that system, or another step to the Motb. And then he goes on to mention the micro C hip and him not wanting it inside his body. Okay, so these people know. Okay, and who is the number one group that pushes Bible prophecy, especially when it comes to the Motb? GMS. Okay, and not saying that he got it from GMS. I'm not saying that, because I knew about that technology as a young boy. As a kid in the church. I knew about credit cards because at that time, your parents had a credit card or they used a check, right? So I always knew that the Motb had something to do with technology, and then eventually, as technology got more advanced, the internet, YouTube videos came out. The talk about the micro C implant, that was becoming big on YouTube, and then once I heard it from the apostles, oh shoot, that was it. The prophecies were all lining up. Okay, so a lot of people know about the micro C hip, right? But then you got other Israelite groups that sold out and don't teach it, or they can't see it. Hey, and that's a shame. I mean, the Lord blinded you, but that's a shame, because if you take the implant, right, the micro C hip implant, the biometric implant, then that's going to lead eventually to your destruction. Okay? But this guy knows about it. All right? Kev on stage. Right? I can't do the palm payment. All right? Mark of the BAST. Right? Motb. And you got to say it like that because of YouTube. They might do what they do. Suppressing info. But anyway, so that's it. But you know what? Let me see. Fair use. I'm not making any money, so, hey, if they take it down, they take it down, but just for edification.
Can't do it. Beast ain't gonna get me. Beast ain't gonna get me. Now, Apple Pay, I'll swipe it, but you ain't gonna have it in my hand, not in my body.
Okay, so you heard what he said. All right, he said, "Now I'll use Apple Pay, but not in my body." Okay. So let me do this. Let's do this.
And, got the Apple phone and the megabytes and the chips, hard drives, all that. But I'm churchy to the bone. And one thing I can't settle yet. The next person, got the Apple phone and the megabytes and the chips, hard drives, all that. But I'm churchy to the bone. And one thing I can't settle yet is to pay intra-identify with your palm. It feels like Mark of the Beast. Everything feel like the Beast gonna be, and I got you. They say everybody gonna get the Mark of the Beast. I don't want the Mark of the Beast. I don't want the Mark of the Beast. And see how it's looking? Just sign up. Hover your palm over where you see the Mark of the Beast. Can't do it. Beast ain't gonna get me. Beast ain't gonna get me. Now, Apple Pay, I'll swipe it, but you ain't gonna have it in my hand, not in my body.
And there you go. So he said, he said, on Apple Pay, I'll swipe it, but nah, you're not going to put it in my body. So hey, he knows. Okay? So one of you other Israelites, Bishop Nate, ISUPK, Watchmen for Israel, WFI, Wi-Fi, HOI. When are you other groups going to wake up? And all of y'all eventually are going to find out that GMS, Great Millstone, from the apostles, elder bishops on down, all right, that we've all been right here at GMS about the Motb, right, the mark, and that is going to be your regret, But anyway, with that, I hope this was edifying. Revelation 13:16, right. Hey, because he mentioned about putting it inside your body, right? So let's read it, because he said they're not going to put it inside me. He said he's, churchy, he goes to the church, but a lot of people in the church, a lot of these Christians, they do believe in the mark being the technology, the biometric implant, right? Revelation 13:16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So that's every person of all categories and walks of life to receive a mark inside the right hand or inside their foreheads. And that no man might buy or sell, right? And that's what he was showing you with the Amazon one. Save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So Motb technology is the implant, and it'll be in the forefront as far as buying and selling in economics soon. They're going to need the biometric implant to purchase. Companies are going to need the technology and the digital wallet system to sell. And that'll be a fulfillment of this prophecy. It'll be a requirement and mandatory. You see what's going on with Trump and these tariffs, and it's talks that this is going to be a big shift in the way economics around the world is going to move forward. Bringing in that digital world order system, digital wallet, digital ID system. So hey, continue to watch and pay attention. With that, all praises goes to Yahweh Basham Yahushua by Hashem Rakal Kodash. Shalom.